first opened in 2001. We're at American Family Field in Milwaukee. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Minnesota Twins and the Milwaukee Brewers. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. Brendan Woodruff gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. ERA just above 3 last year, which is saying something. This guy commands the strike zone. He's not afraid to throw strike one, controls the running game. A real solid pitcher. And if he pitches like he did last year, expect more of the same in this campaign.
Popped up. Fielder over to his right. 1 out. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
So now to the plate, Luis Arias hit back toward the mound. And that's the second out. Boy, he really had to go a long way to his left to get to that one, as is evidenced by show track. Good first step and a great throw to get it there in time. Definitely took away what looked to be a hit off the bat. At the plate now, Kirby Puckett. Outside, 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Harmon Killebrew would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Swing and a blooper down the right field line. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Into the box now, Harmon Killebrew. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Here now the 2-2.
3-2. Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
One and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Tim.
Puckett at second. Killebrew at first. 2 out in the inning. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Here's the 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Yelich is under it. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. Twin strand a pair. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. And now Robin Yount. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And he got him.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
To the plate now, Colton Wong. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And he fouls this one off.
Gotta believe that was a mislocation because it missed right down the middle. This guy's gonna have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
Counts even at 2-2 to Wong.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And that one is gone! A solo shot here for Colton Wong. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started. But to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
Stepping in now, Prince Fielder. Fouled off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Batting fourth. No left
So
fielder.
2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring in the left fielder, Ryan Braun. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. One in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Milwaukee. Now to the plate, Byron Buxton. His career numbers against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burnt. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So stepping in is Mitch Garver. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. The 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Braun is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting 9.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
At the plate, Walter Johnson. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Boy, every pitcher needs a little bit of help. How about this? This infielder makes a terrific catch on this line drive, probably saving a run from scoring.
Striding in is Rod Carew, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Buxton over at second. Garver on at first with 2 down. 2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here's the 2-2. Softly hit toward the hole. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Christian Yelich. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Skied into straightaway right. Hunter's got a read on it. He's got it one away.
Batting 6.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's take a look at Andrelton Simmons. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there, this is one of the best in the game.
Into the box, Narvaez. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. It's a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
2-2.
Here now the 2-2. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Batting 7, the right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
So here's Avisail Garcia. They try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. 2 out, nobody on. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Puckett has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. So here is Luis Arias. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
So now to the plate, Kirby Puckett, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
The first baseman, number 3, Harmon Killebrew.
The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Harmon Killebrew, worked a walk in his first plate appearance. All even now, 2-2.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
What do you got?
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around at strike 3. Twins are set down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Travis Shaw. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Nope,
to 2
upstairs.
balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Brandon Woodruff.
Next for Milwaukee, Brandon Woodruff. 1 out, nobody on.
Nope,
And he
that's
takes
the ball.
ball 2, and it's 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
There's the 2-1 home.
Down at 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Fouled away. The 3-2 pitch. Here's Simmons at short. He's got it. And Oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
You know, Dero, it's not very often that pitchers are able to get some base hits. Even though that's an infield knock, he'll take that every day of the week.
Are you kidding me? From a defensive standpoint, this is rough. I mean, the pitcher is beating out infield singles. What else is next?
Standing in now, Robin Yount. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Woodruff stands at first with one out. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bouncer to the left side. Simmons is there. To Carew at second. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. None left for Milwaukee, but they're up 1-0. In is Torrey Hunter. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Into the box now, Byron Buxton, and it's fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
High and deep down the left field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Grounded softly to the right. Scooped up. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time. Next up is Mitch Garver. Worked a walk his first time up. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Down go the Twins in order. They trail this one 1-0. Back here in Milwaukee as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up Colton Wong.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
Now batting.
That brings up Prince Fielder, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Buxton is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Digging in will be Ryan Braun. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Outside.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. Big velocity up and in for a strike, too. I mean, you saw this guy flinch.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now at the plate, Andrelton Simmons flew out in his only at-bat so far. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And that'll even the count here. It's now 2-2 to the Minnesota shortstop. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Braun arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
The 1-1. And he popped him up. And no one will get this one. This is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Rod Carew. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Bottom of the inning now, and up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. The 1-1. swung on down the line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Omar Narvaez.
So the next to bat will be Narvaez. Here comes the 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
Now a curveball misses inside. Avisail Garcia will be next. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Good battle. Count remains full. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Now batting, right fielder, Avisail.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Stepping in now, Travis Shaw, and he fouls this one off. Here comes the 1-2. Is looked at off the plate for a ball. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Brewers strand 1. They lead it 1-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next to hit will be Luis Ariz. The 3-1. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Garcia is there, and he has it for the out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
At the plate now, Kirby Puckett. Lifted in the air to center field. Yelich is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Harmon Killebrew.
So now into the box is Harmon Killebrew. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. High in the air down the right field line. Garcia has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They still trail 1-0. Now at the plate here is Brandon Woodruff. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th. Up high, 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. 2-2 the count. Now the pitch. Popped up. Arias has a play. 1 out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Robin Yount.
Up next, Robin Yount. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
The batter, the second baseman,
Colton Wong back at the plate now, and he's been the entire offense so far with the solo homer he hit earlier. Now the 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball in off the plate. The 2-1 home. Taken on the outside corner for strike 2. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Set. Here's the 2-2, and he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
So now to the plate, Prince Fielder. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. The 2-1. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Carew has it. Throw on to Killebrew, gets him, and that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Stepping up is Corey Hunter. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
The 1-1. Fouled off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off, and the count runs full.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
High leverage at-bat here, and standing in, it'll be Byron Buxton. And a big at-bat here as he'd be the go-ahead run. And he misses 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Quick check on that time run at first. Don't want to forget about it. Hard ground ball to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Devin Williams comes on now in an awfully difficult situation, as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Into the box, Mitch Garver. 1-2 to the Twins catcher.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Standing in now, Andrelton Simmons on the ground toward the hole, and it's through. A base hit. The throw to the plate. He beats the tag, safe, and this ball game is tied here in the 7th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
In now, Walter Johnson. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Shows bunt here, but this one misses. Ball 3.
Yeah, now you've got a guy up there trying to give you an out by bunting. So the last thing you want to do is waste pitches and maybe put yourself in a situation where you could walk him.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. After it is Yelich. And that is down for extra bases, as that ought to plate the go-ahead run and maybe another. And a huge insurance run is across to score all the way from first. It's now 3-1.
Are you kidding me right here? The pitcher gets a 2 RBI base hit that breaks the tie and gives them a 2-run lead.
You know, there's an old theory that a swinging bat is a dangerous bat no matter who swings it. The last thing they were thinking of, the opposing pitcher was going to drive in too.
Stepping in now, Rod Carew.
That's ball 2.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
2-1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Johnson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. 2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
There's a base hit on the line. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
The third baseman, number 2.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Trevor Richards is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. That'll bring up Luis Ariz. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, 1 swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Kirby Puckett digging in now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. 3 runs already home here. Line drive, right field, base hit. 1 run is scored. The throw home, and he is in there.
Yeah, nowadays the number crunchers would call that a high leverage at bat. Not exactly sure what that means, but what I do know is they just doubled their lead, so he clutched up big time right there.
Into the box now, Harmon Killebrew. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Torrey Hunter looks like he'll get a second shot here in the inning. He waits on deck. Line to the right side. But this is going to land foul, so they'll tee it up again, 3-2. Another full count pitch home. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
And now here is Torrey Hunter, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Fouled away. Again, another foul ball. Another full count pitch home. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Brent Suter is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out. So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that can drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take him out of his game, and he came back with another good pitch and got the punch out. A really nice job of taking it one pitch at a time.
Puckett, the runner at third. Killebrew on second. Hunter at first. 2 out in the inning. In the air, down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. 7th inning stretch time upcoming here in Wisconsin. Twins are out in front 6-1. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Ryan Braun.
Hey, this is where you go up there and you just focus on doing your job. Turn the scoreboard off in your head. I know you're down a lot, but you have to have one quality at bat followed by another quality at bat. Don't give any outs away. No ABs go unnoticed right here.
2 balls and a strike to count. 2-2.
He's up to 100 pitches now, but he's still bringing the fastball pretty good. Nothing about that last throw tells me he's wearing down right now.
The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
At the plate now, Christian Yelich.
Ball, that's inside.
Now a curveball misses inside.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Here's a look over to first. Back in standing. The 2-1 home.
The count is 3-1.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A good pass of that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
To the plate now, Omar Narvaez. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Runner at first here, one man out. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Hunter. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Avisayu.
So here is Avisayu Garcia. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Popped him up. Simmons is there for it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. Brewers strand 1. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Now to bat, Andrelton Simmons singled home a run in his last time up. The 3-1 to first, reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now back, the pitcher, Walter.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Walter Johnson. And an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon. And you have to say, he's really earned it. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Rod Carew singled in his last at-bat. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
Standing in now, Luis Arias lifted in the air out to left field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 2-out double left stranded. Back with more on opening day after this. Tyler Duffy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 21, Tyler Duffy.
But digging in next will be Travis Shaw. The numbers against Tyler Duffy, batting at an even .400. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Payoff pitch one more time. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Twins are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Ready now is Robin Yount. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Set to deliver on 2-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Colton Wong would be next if they can keep this inning alive.
The count is
3-2 now. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. In here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Now back, the second baseman.
Next to stand in is Colton Wong. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And foul. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. They trail 6-1. Eric Yardley enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and in next is Kirby Puckett. Now the 1-1 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And it's a foul ball. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
In now, Harmon Killebrew. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. Right to him. Long for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Next, it'll be Torrey Hunter. The 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Now another 2-2. To short, hit hard. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins retired in short order. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Alex Colomé is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
49, Alex Colomé.
And now in the box, Prince Fielder grounded out in his last at-bat. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Braun. It was a base hit last time up. Here comes the 1-2.
Ball 2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works too.
Into the box, Christian Yelich. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hunter's got a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
And stepping in, Omar Narvaez. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. The Brewers down to their final strike. Here's a blooper out toward left center. In there, a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Avisail Garcia. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
And, oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
Count it 3-2.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Ground ball foul down the left side. And another foul ball. Fouled off. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Joe Nathan takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 36, Joe Nathan.
Travis Shaw will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Wow, they went to the pen because they liked the matchup, and what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run, so much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
Tyrone Taylor will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher
Number
here.
15, Tyrone.
Narvaez at third, Garcia at second, Shaw on at first with 2 down. A little bit outside. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And that's off the left field wall. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well, and just like that, it's cut to 6-4 now.
Now batting.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Willie Adames will come on now and pinch run here.
Willie Adames.
At the plate, Robin Yount. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And he struck him out for out number 3, so that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
6-4 the outcome today. Minnesota capitalized on a huge 7th inning on the way to the win. Walter Johnson gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Brandon Woodruff pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Brewers, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Our paid attendance at American Family Field this afternoon, 41,900. The Brewers thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.